It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. Marvin Mims now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He gets 6 on that play, and the Broncos will have a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Caught quickly on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Lamar off the play fake. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, Jackson escapes the pocket. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
A couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Slot man motioned over. Here's Henry on the option. Room to run inside the 20. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. This is Henry on second. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar now from the gun. Has it in close. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And look at this return. Races past midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
Sometimes our eyes up here in this booth can deceive us, because when he started racing down that sideline, I thought he was gone. In a lot of cases, he is. But let's give some credit to the effort of that special teams unit right there defensively, getting in the way of that touchdown. Now, well, their defense needs that same type of hustle, that same type of effort, because they're going to be defending a very short field.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Those defenses spend all week trying to find that numbers advantage. How can I get a guy free? Or how do I get my best rusher in a one-on-one to beat him and get home and get that sack? That was study put into action for the SACK.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Draw play. This is Williams. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. That run gets him 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They'll start this series with an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
2nd and 3 now. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 3. Connects with Bateman. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another run for Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They send a receiver in motion right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Slot receiver headed left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens looking to add to their advantage. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Bateman hauls it in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Jackson now on 3rd. Flush down out to his left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Taking off with it again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the red zone now. Finds Aguilar. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back now, pressure on its way. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Henry. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. $19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP, Lamar Jackson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Good luck defending that short yardage slam. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Sent down by Cody Barton. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Now it's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Hits him on the out route. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw for Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They go play fake with Jackson. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets this to Bateman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Man in motion here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he only gets this one down to the 9. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it! And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Burton there to bring it in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
So we're through 3 here. It's Broncos football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. Brought in by Vele. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Now Nix on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll throw again. Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Now it's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. On second down, here's Henry again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still third down.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. They send a tight end in motion. Jackson now, third and long. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this is gonna stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now Nix. Looking slant route, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap to Nix. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
First and goal, Denver.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 14.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing a kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win?
They strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He'll look to throw it. Throw complete to Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw it. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Cut by Sutton. What a play on fourth down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. He's on the move. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.